So today, we're playing the Reaper, and we started off with a bit of greed by grabbing some Piggy Banks early on. But this allows us to create a super fun double Bloodthorne build. The question is, will our greed come back to haunt us? Or can our double Bloodthornes carry us to victory? Let's find out. Okay, let's go and jump some ranked games with a random character and see who we're going to get today. And it looks like we're playing the Reaper. Now we do start off with double stones, which is awesome. For sure, it means we can potentially go for a stone golem, maybe even two. So it makes you kind of want to grab a shovel, but we're going to start off by grabbing ourselves a wooden sword. Let's grab ourselves a water tusk, since it is on sale. Let's grab our stone. I'm going to roll, and that's genuinely insane. Well, I'm going to have to craft up this round. Which, yeah, I'm just going to continue on with this for now, as we craft it up. Going to keep our Piggy Bank in, so we're going to have a high chance to lose here. Since we are rocking two weapons, no strike ability, and a water tusk. But yeah, our opponent's build is straight up bananas, and unfortunately, those bananas did provide quite a bit of health, unfortunately. But again, it's exactly what I thought, crafting up a shovel here. And we could go for claws attack, which I'm definitely down for. I'm also going to grab a fanny pack. I'm going to grab a banana. And I'm going to waste one gold roll here. You do get an undyed amulet and another freaking stone. I'm also going to reserve this leather bag and I'm going to move on. So once I get a claws attack in, we're going to be in a really good spot. But for right now, it's not going to be super great. One single shovel is not going to be a whole lot of damage. 3.5 DPS. Actually, it's not going to be too bad facing this berserker. So we did get kind of lucky here. A little bit, because our opponent does have lifesteal and it could be eating my words. And they do have two spikes. And just barely survived here. Well, I'm not going to complain. We got ourselves claws attack. Now let's grab our leather bag. Let's go ahead and grab this too. I'm feasting. Might not be the most insane, but I'll still take it. It's going to increase our stamina usage quite a bit. But I'm going to venture on with this for now. Lots of stones. We should have a decent bit of damage with a claws attack. And with a shovel as well. Our opponent does have gooberts. They're going to be rocking a Viny basket, so they're going to get lots of heal sufficiency. And they do have a health pot too. And with those broom, or with that singular broom, they're going to be inflicting a lot of blind as well. So unfortunately for us, it's not looking too great. Yeah, our opponent just has way too much healing with the goobert and the Viny basket. So unfortunately, we do want to fall short. But hey, we do have a choice to make, and we're probably going to take guard power here. Mana Mastery doesn't really help us out right now. It's not looking like we're going to have an angle for staff type builds. Echoing Battle Cry is really bad right now. We don't really have any start of battle effects except for Piggy Bank. So I'm going to have to take guard power. Now we do get the Unsettling Presence. Which I mean, I do kind of want to grab it. So you know what, let's take it for today. We also got ourselves a bag of stones. I'm going to roll once. I do want to grab healing herbs, and I do want to grab this leather bag. So we're going to sell a wooden sword and a pocket sign so we can grab this leather bag for now. And you know what, I'm going to venture on with this for now. So with our Unsettling Presence, we should be able to get a little bit more healing as well. Which should be really nice here. Our opponent is rocking a freaking frying pan with a shell totem. With heavy drinking, it's lucky for us they don't have any potions. But can we actually keep up? You know what? It's not even looking close. Awesome. And holy moly, we took ourselves up a freaking Piggy Bank. Gonna grab more storage. Gonna grab our Piggy Bank. I'm actually gonna take a box of riches here. Gonna sell our shiny shell because I'm gonna grab more healing herbs. I'm gonna grab ourselves the stone. And healing herbs is gonna give us 2 regen, which is gonna be perfect for our Unsettling Presence. But that is literally gonna give us a buff that can be used as well. And also with our guard power, we should be able to stack up our power off the get-go. Which should be good. Yeah, we did already use up one of our regen. We used up both. We do get our power with our claws attack. And we should have just enough time with our buffs to use them all up. With our Unsettling Presence to keep getting heals here. So you know what? Not too bad. We have inflicted 6 poison and a little bit of blind. And not too bad. And we did get ourselves a Hunger Blade. We also got some Stone Skin Potions and Heroic Potion as well. But I think it's time we get rid of our shovel to grab ourselves a Hunger Blade. With Guard Power Hunger Blade, we should have pretty good stacking regen for ourselves, which we can transform into Vampirism. Now, Onsetting Presence with the Hunger Blade might be a little bit counterintuitive because we do want our Vampirism, but we also want to deal our healing damage as on healing damage. I'm going to grab ourselves an eye lamp. That's going to be 2 buffs at the very beginning. I'm going to roll once here. Another set of healing herbs I'm going to have to take as well. Now, how can we still be super greedy here? Well, we could take out our Amulet Feasting and have it set up to be like this, which, you know what, I'm kind of leaning towards. We do kind of want our food items inside our setup like so. And I think this is going to be good enough. Now, with our Flygarrick, it is going to inflict some poison, but it is also going to increase our guard power, so it's definitely going to be worth having in. But our opponent is rocking a Bloodthorne with a freaking Shepherd's Crook. But not too bad here. We actually managed to outpace them. It's kind of amazing. We could go for a lightsaber, but again, I don't necessarily want that. I do want to grab ourselves a stamina stack. We could also go fancy fencing rapier, but I don't think it's going to be that great with our Unsettled Presence. I will, however, take another set of healing herbs and a stamina stack. I'm going to continue to roll. Now, how about we take a 1 set of healing herbs, we grab ourselves another freaking piggy bank. Do we grab this gemstone? I don't think so. I think I'm going to roll. We can grab ourselves a dead side here if we do want it. I'm going to take the fanny pack and I'm going to venture on it. Now, we're being way too greedy, but we do have 3 lives. And getting 1 extra gold per round is going to be insane. Speaking of 1 gold extra, we're getting 3 golds with our piggy bank. And also getting 1 gemstone, which we can sell for an extra gold. But holy moly. Yeah, greed is going to get the better of us this round, unfortunately. We do have a choice to make right now. And with the Unsettling Presence, I'm kind of leaning towards actually going with Nocturnal Locklifter. So let's grab it. Now we could take this. That's going to be a lot of regen for us. Those cost 8 though. So I'm not entirely sure if we do want it. I'm going to roll. Okay, cap on sale for 4. I'm going to grab. I'm going to keep moving. And we could just go for a Bloodthorne Nocturnal Locklifter. Yeah, I'm going to start Amulet Feasting because we're going to grab ourselves with Stormbloom. And I will craft up freaking Bloodthorne here. Does mean I'm going to take out a Claws attack for this round. But it does mean I'm going to have to take out 1 of our Piggy Banks, unfortunately, for this round. And I'm going to keep all these items. I'm also going to reserve the bag of stones. I know I'm going to venture on with this. So we should be in a pretty decent spot here. Once we get our Bloodthorne in, we should be in a really awesome spot. And especially with our on-healing Unsettling Presence. Yeah, we should be in a good spot. Our opponent is rocking Wolf Emblems, which they're going to have crit chance on their Magic Staff and on their Charge. But they don't have an insane amount of mana generation, so we should be able to outpace them. Now, they do have Power of the Moon, which did give them a big max life increase, but hell yeah. Awesome. And we got a Bloodthorne. Let's grab ourselves another fanny pack. Let's grab our bag of stones. I'm also going to grab our little topaz. I'm going to roll. And we want to grab ourselves a Hunger Blade here. You know what? I'm going to stall our Claws attack so we can actually take it. And I would also like to grab this Corrupted Crystal as well. But I am going to move on with this for now. So with a second Hunger Blade in, we're going to be using up a lot of our regen to stack up a lot of Vampirism. More so than actually stacking up spikes, which is not going to be as great. Our opponent is going to be removing a lot of skilling damage with the katana and a lot of our buffs, but awesome. We can still manage to pull ahead, which is pretty darn smashing. And you know what else is pretty darn freaking smashing? How about we grab ourselves a Blood Manipulating, dealing more on healing damage. And we also got Time Melting as well, but hell yeah, we're going to grab that. Let's grab this storage. Let's grab a Corrupted Crystal. Let's roll again. And that's nuts. Genuinely nuts. I'm also tempted to grab ourselves another box of riches over 2 Piggy Banks here. Although we could just grab ourselves a Bloody Amulet. I'm going to be even more greedy. And I'm going to venture on once again. Grabbing as much gems as possible. I do want to grab as much red ones as well so we get even more lifesteal on our weapons and more healing efficiency on our armors. Now, our opponent has inflicted a crazy amount of blind on us with the lightsaber Because if we're not hidden, we're not healing up. But can we actually bring it back? Unfortunately, yeah, that blind is just going to be a huge counter to us, unfortunately. We do got a cap of discomforts. We got ourselves another prismatic orb, which I'm going to take here. I'm going to sell this gemstone. I do want to craft up this green gemstone bow. I think we're going to have to sell one of our box riches here. One of our stones. I'm going to have to grab around the Phenomenal. And I'm going to have to venture on. Now, actually, let's place in our Star of Courage. And this should be pretty good. We should have 3 Vampirism, inflicting a little bit of debuff, and we should have a crazy amount of lifesteal with our setup right now. Our opponent does have a super fast double axe, with some heal reduction, and a lot of damage down with that armor. But not too bad here. I would love to go for double Bloodthorne here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Double Bloodthorne, I'm going to grab ourselves another banana. I'm going to grab ourselves a bit of storage as well. I'm going to grab another green gemstone. I'm going to craft it up as well. But I am going to have to venture on with this for now. So our stamina is going to be a huge problem, but we do have 2 bananas and we do have a little flawed topaz to help with our stamina. Our opponent is going to be rocking a freaking Holy Spear with enchanted weapons. We're going to be cleansing any debuffs we do inflict. We don't inflict a whole lot of debuffs. And you know what? Not too bad. Double Bloodthorne. Going to be insane for us. Because we're going to grab ourselves another prismatic orb. And that's going to be insane amounts of vampirism. Literally. I'm going to roll once. And we could keep our options open for a freaking stone golem here. But I'm not sure if we actually want that. Because I'm going to be still greedy. I'm going to place in our box of riches. But I do want this little bit of a topaz as well. And I kind of want to keep all our gemstones that we do have as well. Because we're going to be using up a lot of regen for our Bloodthornes anyway. So, you know what? I'm going to sell our bag stones. Let's grab it. Let's roll. And we've literally got a hard container in the next shop. And we're not sure if we even want our hard container here. It will be scaling regen, but it is going to be really, really slow. Whereas if you just keep grabbing green gemstones, we're going to get a ton of regen for ourselves. So we're going to sell stone here. Let's grab this. I'm going to sell another bag of stones. I'm going to sell another stone. I'm not going to take the hard container. I'm going to roll. I'm going to sell one more stone so we can grab another topaz. Now we could grab this, try to craft up a second cap discomforts. You know what I'm going to. Reducing a lot of healing is going to be really, really good for us. Because then we can just out-sustain our opponents. Our opponent is rocking a freaking enchanted prismatic sword. But we're actually doing quite big damage. And awesome. Not too bad so far. Let's grab our stamina sack. Let's go ahead and grab a corrupted crystal. I'm not going to grab that piggy bank. I was super tempted to. Going to keep rolling for now. And let's roll one more time. A big, perfect blue sapphire. Well, we definitely don't want that, so I'm going to have to venture out. Now, another prismatic sword with a lot of debuffs. And I'm going to reduce our healing efficiency with the Doom Cap. But as long as they don't inflict blind, we should be in a decent spot. I know what? We're actually beating down our armor. They are going to be removing a lot of our buffs with Mr. Struggles. With Mr. Struggles, that prismatic sword is going to start going super fast. And unfortunately, yeah, we do end up falling short. So it kind of makes me want to grab ourselves a Divine Paw here. I'm going to take it. It's also going to increase your healing efficiency. I'm going to grab more healing herbs. I'm going to roll again. I'm going to grab this fanny pack. I'm going to grab this topaz. And I'm going to have to venture on with this. Now, our Divine Paw is going to cleanse a lot of those debuffs. So, Poison Dagger's not going to do too much to us. Now, our opponent does have Stone Shoes, which is going to reduce a lot of effect damage. Which means all around healing damage is not going to do as much. But we got tons and tons of heals. We've got lots and lots of buffs. We do have invulnerability, which is going to stop our lifesteal. But awesome. Not too bad here. Now, we do only end up with a 54 DPS, but our opponent did have a lot of defenses with the Stone Shoes, invulnerability. So I think we can actually make this a lot crazier. As for heals, we do end up with a 50 healing per second. And as for block, yeah, not a whole lot of block. So I'm going to continue on. And speaking of continuing on, I'm going to grab ourselves another Bloody Amulet. I'm going to roll. I'm going to grab the storage. Although I kind of want to grab ourselves a pineapple here. I'm going to grab the storage for now. I do really want to grab ourselves a pineapple. Can we afford to take it? If we sell our piggy bank, stone, and this gemstone, we can actually take it. I'm going to move on, because that is going to increase your damage just a little bit. Give us a little bit of stacking spikes as well. Our opponent is going to be moving a lot of our buffs. With this freaking katana, they're going to be going crazy with their bananas type build. We're going to have lots of heals with the Duber Guardian, and they're going to have lots of max life stacking. We're kind of limiting our buffs. It's going to be pretty rough for us, but we still have crazy amounts of heals. We should be able to keep up. But your battle rage doesn't last forever. You know what? Not too bad here. Genuinely not too bad. Our high container on sale. I'm going to grab ourselves this fanny bag. We could craft up a Heart of Darkness. I'm also going to grab another red gemstone. I'm going to roll again. I'm going to keep rolling. You know, I'm going to sell our box riches so I can grab this regular emeralds. So we have a lot more regen after the very beginning. And since it is the final round to craft, I am going to craft up this Captain's Comforts. I'm going to craft up this Heart of Darkness. I'm also going to grab ourselves healing herbs, and I'm going to venture on once again. This should be really, really good. Now, our opponent is going to be removing a lot of our buffs with a bunch of squirrel archers. They're also rocking a shepherd's crook. And they're going to have lots of knots to block. Wait, can we actually keep up? Because we do have a lot of healing down with our Captain's Comforts, and not too bad. Genuinely not too bad. You know, I'm going to grab ourselves another eye lamp here. So we have some scaling accuracy and damage on this Bloodthorne. Let's grab our healing herbs. Once we got corrupted crystal if we want to. I don't think we actually do, so I'm going to move on. A second divine pot here, I actually wouldn't mind really grabbing. To be honest, the reason being is it does increase your healing efficiency, and it does help with debuff stacking builds pretty darn awesomely. The only thing is, and guard power is not going to be as great, but honestly, I'm not sure if that's going to matter as much. But yeah, this is going to be final builds. A super greedy double Bloodthorne builds with some prismatic orbs. From Unsettling Presence, to the Blood Manipulation, to Heart of Darkness, to Captain's Comfort, to the guard power as well. But is this going to be good enough? We'll have to see. Can we actually take on these opponents? They're going to be rocking a freaking wing boots with the stable Recon Bob Leather with Prismatic Sword. And they're going to be inflicting some debuffs. Not a whole lot of debuffs. But they are going to get that invulnerability with the Glowing Crown. They're going to have a lot of scaling damage. They're going to be using the Badge Rune to make that Prismatic Sword go super fast, but I think we should be in a pretty good spot here. With our double Bloodthornes, we should be able to deal quite a bit of damage. We do have 20 freaking Vampirism. We have removed all the debuffs that was inflicted on us. And yeah, we're dealing some big damage. Our opponent does have a lot of Empower though, which is kind of scary here. But we have to deal with some insane damage with our Bloodthornes. And I don't think it's going to be super, super close actually. So not too bad. Now we do end up with a 60 DPS, but our opponent does have some damage reduction in the Captain's Comforts. We do wing boots, we do end up missing as well. And as for heals, we do end up with a 50 heal per second. Now it definitely will be higher, except for opponent does have some heal reduction too. And as for block, not a whole lot of block. But hey, we did survive 2 lives left. Let's go and see just how much rank points we managed to get. +9, almost ranking us back up to Masters. But hey, I gotta leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. But now we'll see what I can do. We're going to begin a double Obsidian Dragon Burning Blade Enchanted Weapons. Those Obsidian Dragons are going to deal quite a bit of damage, but yeah, we should be able to answer back awesomely. Okay, can we deal with a Chili Cheese Excalibur? With the Shepherd's Crook? Or with the Burning Banner? We'll see. Because they're going to go super fast, they're going to have a lot of stack and max life. They're not going to have too much healing. And they're going to be protecting a lot of their buffs. But we do nullify a lot with our Captain's Comforts. And you know what? Not looking too bad here. Our opponent does have 1,000 life. But awesome. Genuinely awesome. And we're going to begin a shielded Duber Guardian with Excalibur, with Amethyst Steel, with a Mana Thirst as well. Again, they're going to have a lot of stack and max life. With Time Melting, they're going to have an absurd amount of battle range for a long period of time. So right now, they're going to have infinite battle range. But our Bloodthornes, actually, looking pretty good here. Keeping it super healthy and awesome.